Hi, my name is Paul Haas, and I'm a candidate for the Modesto Symphony's music director position. I'd like to dive deeper with you into each of the pieces from our upcoming concert: Beethoven's Coriolan Overture, Dinuk Wijeratne's Tabla Concerto, and Tchaikovsky's Fourth Symphony. There's always a handful of amazing composers and then a ton of okay ones, right? And history has already pretty much determined who the greats of the 18th, 19th, and 20th centuries are. But that's not so true when you get past 1960 or so. That's the exciting thing, that for me, as a conductor, as someone who actually chooses what orchestras are going to play, I have an amazing opportunity here to discover the next Haydn or Copland or Stravinsky. So I listen to thousands of pieces just to find 3 or 4 great ones. So if you haven't heard of people like Pēteris Vasks or Jessica Meyer or Dinuk Wijeratne, it's no wonder. I mean, they're lost in all the noise. Not enough conductors have discovered them. But don't worry, they will. History has a way of making sure that excellent music rises to the top. When I discovered Dinuk, who wrote the Tabla Concerto we'll be performing, I couldn't believe my ears. His music it's hard to explain, but it's everything at the same time. It's both old and at the same time new. It's simultaneously far away, yet right here, right now. And there's this overriding sense of him, of Dinuk, of his voice. Now, the first piece of his that I performed was in 2018. It was called Polyphonic Lively. And I immediately programmed him again and again. The second piece I performed of his was this Tabla Concerto with the Thunder Bay Symphony Orchestra up in Canada. And it was for this genre-bending concert that we did, where we mixed acoustic and electronic music, and we layered the orchestra over itself, over and over itself. It was a really fun concert. The music itself is in 3 movements: fast, then slow and dreamy, and then medium tempo for the last movement. And even though the last movement is wonderful and fun, with the tabla player singing and playing at the same time, somehow it's not the kind of music where it ends and you just have to jump out of your seat. And that's the feeling I was going for in this concert. But then it hit me. If you do the first and second movements, but you switch up the order so that the second movement is first, and then you end with the first movement, then you have that feeling, that excitement. Then you literally end the music needing to jump out of your seat. It's that exciting. And that's the way it happened. The audience quite literally went nuts at the end of this concert. It was so successful, in fact, that I begged Dinuk, who's now a friend of mine, to let me do it again this way, with you, with the Modesto Symphony. Because I want you to feel that excitement, that powerful, rousing ending. And luckily for all of us, he said yes, that we could do it that way again. And I owe him a big debt of gratitude for allowing it. So we'll start with the second movement. The dreamy, seductive, almost hypnotic folk song, followed by the powerful first movement called Canons, Circles, where you'll hear Baroque music, dubstep, drum and bass, and quite honestly, everything in between. It's quite a wild ride. Oh, and Sandeep is the perfect soloist for this. Not only is he an incredible musician, but he's also one of the kindest, most open-hearted people I've ever met. And he's so good on stage. Just a fabulous performer. You won't want to miss this concert. Between this Tabla Concerto, Beethoven's Coriolan Overture, and Tchaikovsky's Fourth Symphony, it's just too good to pass up. Please join me and the Modesto Symphony on May 6th and 7th, that's Friday and Saturday, at the Gallo Center for the Arts, as we play all of this live, just for you.